Have you ever felt like you don't quite belong in this world? Like there's something greater waiting for you, a purpose that feels just out of reach? If you've ever struggled with that feeling, let me tell you, you are not alone. And more importantly, you are not imagining things. You were meant for something bigger. Hey there, my name is Harper Stone, and this is the Chosen for the Light channel. If you've ever faced challenges that seemed insurmountable, if you've ever felt different from those around you, if you've had experiences that no one else seemed to understand, then this message is for you. Because today I'm going to reveal the 4 undeniable signs that prove God has chosen you for something greater. This isn't a coincidence. You didn't stumble upon this video by accident. You were meant to hear this, right here, right now. There's a reason your heart has been longing for something more. There's a reason you felt like you don't quite fit in. And there's a reason life has put you through trials that have tested your spirit. The world may have tried to convince you that you are ordinary, but deep down, you've always known that's not true. You've always felt something different stirring within you. Let me ask you something. How many times have you looked around and felt like you were on a completely different path than everyone else? How often have you struggled with situations that seemed almost designed to break you, only to come out stronger on the other side? How many moments have you had where you knew, deep in your soul, that you were being guided by something greater than yourself? These are not random experiences. They are signs. Signs that God's hand is on your life, shaping you, molding you, preparing you for something beyond what you can even imagine right now. Maybe you've been through pain that forced you to grow. Maybe you've faced rejection that led you to the right path. Maybe your journey has been filled with detours that didn't make sense at the time. But now, looking back, you can see they were leading you somewhere specific. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Every tear, every struggle, every moment of doubt, it's all part of something bigger. It's all shaping you into the person you were meant to become. And I know it's not always easy to see the purpose in the pain. Sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is too much to bear. But trust me when I say this, the very fact that you're still here, still searching, still believing, is proof that you were chosen for more. And today, I want you to claim that truth for yourself. Right now in the comments, write the words, "I am chosen." Declare it over your life. Speak it into existence. Because when you affirm this truth, you begin to align yourself with the purpose God has placed inside you. And let me tell you, once you step into that purpose, everything changes. Stay with me. Because what I'm about to share with you will not only confirm what you've been feeling deep inside, but it will also give you the clarity and direction you need to embrace the calling on your life. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Some people go through life without major struggles, but that has never been your story. Your path has been marked by trials that seem too difficult to overcome, and yet, here you are. You have faced challenges that most people couldn't handle, and at times you may have wondered why life has been so relentless. The truth is, God has been preparing you. The chosen ones are refined in the fire. They are strengthened through adversity. Just like David, who had to battle lions, bears, and even a giant before stepping into his destiny, you have been in training. Every obstacle, every setback, and every moment of doubt has been a tool in the hands of God, shaping you into the person He needs you to be. Many people live in comfort, avoiding hardship at all costs. But that is not the path of the chosen. If you have endured suffering that others can't understand, it is because you have a greater calling. God does not put His strongest warriors through easy battles. He forges them through experiences that build resilience, faith, and courage. Have you noticed how no matter how hard things get, something inside you refuses to give up? That's because you were never meant to live an ordinary life. The struggles you've faced are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you into the person who can carry out the divine mission placed upon your life. There's something different about you. You perceive things others overlook. Maybe you've always had vivid dreams, strong intuitions, or an unshakable feeling that there's more to life than what meets the eye. This isn't by accident. God has given you a heightened spiritual awareness because He wants to communicate with you in ways that go beyond the physical world. Some people go through life oblivious to the signs, but not you. You sense things before they happen. You feel the weight of situations before anyone else recognizes them. You understand things at a deeper level, and that's because your spirit is tuned into a higher frequency. Think about Joseph, the son of Jacob. He was able to interpret dreams and foresee events long before they happened. His gift was not a coincidence, it was a divine tool that set him apart. And just like Joseph, your spiritual awareness is a sign that you have been chosen. You might have experienced moments where God spoke to you through visions, signs, or even a deep knowing that you couldn't explain. Trust those feelings. God is guiding you, showing you things that others cannot see. If your soul has always felt deeply connected to something greater, it's because you are meant for more. You are not imagining things, God is speaking, and your heart is listening. Being chosen doesn't always come with applause. In fact, it often brings resistance. Have you noticed how some people seem to be against you for no reason? How even those closest to you sometimes doubt you or try to discourage you? This is not a coincidence. The enemy always tries to stop those who are on the verge of stepping into their purpose. If you've faced opposition, it's because your presence is a threat to darkness. The brighter the light, the more the shadows try to suppress it. When Joseph shared his dreams, his own brothers envied him and sold him into slavery. When David was anointed, Saul tried to kill him. The pattern is clear. The chosen ones always face resistance before they step into their destiny. If people have tried to bring you down, if you've been misunderstood, rejected, or underestimated, take it as confirmation. You were never meant to blend in. Your purpose is too powerful to go unnoticed. Instead of feeling discouraged by those who oppose you, recognize that their resistance is proof of the greatness within you. Those who shine too brightly will always unsettle those who are afraid of the light. Something inside you refuses to settle. No matter how much you try to fit into a normal life, something deep within you keeps pulling you towards something greater. It's not just ambition, it's a divine calling. You were not created for mediocrity. Your soul knows this. There's a fire in you that won't go out, a hunger for something more, a feeling that there's a mission you must fulfill. And you are right. Jesus said, "Many are called, but few are chosen." Matthew 22:14. The fact that you feel this unshakable pull toward a higher purpose is proof that you are among the chosen. God has placed something unique inside you, a vision, a passion, a dream that won't let go. It's there for a reason. The world needs what you have to offer. The kingdom of God needs you to step into your calling. The longer you ignore it, the stronger it becomes, because you were never meant to live an ordinary life. If you have ever felt like your life was meant for more, that's because it is. Your soul is responding to the call of God. The question is, will you answer? The time is now. Step into your purpose, embrace your calling, and walk boldly in the path that God has set before you. You are chosen. Everything you have faced was never random, it was all part of a greater plan. God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Every challenge, every heartbreak, every obstacle you encountered was a step in your preparation. The trials you endured were never meant to destroy you, but to refine you. Just like gold is purified in the fire. When gold is placed in the furnace, it is not to be destroyed. It is to remove the impurities and make it more valuable. The same has been happening to you. Think about a caterpillar. It does not transform into a butterfly instantly. First, it enters a cocoon, a dark, confining space where it undergoes a painful and difficult transformation. From the outside, it may seem as if nothing is happening, But inside, the caterpillar is being completely remade. Its old form is being broken down and something new is taking shape. When the time comes, the butterfly emerges stronger, more beautiful, and ready to soar. Your journey has been no different. Maybe you have felt like you were stuck in a dark, isolating season, wondering if things would ever change. Maybe you have questioned why life has been so difficult, why doors have closed, why you have had to endure so much. But let me tell you, this is your cocoon season. God has been working in you, reshaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you for the moment when you will emerge into the purpose He has designed for you. When you look at the great leaders in the Bible, you will see that none of them had an easy journey. Joseph was betrayed and thrown into prison before stepping into his destiny. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before he was ready to lead. David was anointed as king but had to run for his life before he could sit on the throne. The pattern is clear. Those who are chosen must go through a season of preparation. And that season often looks like struggle, isolation, and hardship. But here is the truth: God is not punishing you. He is equipping you. He is strengthening your faith, building your resilience, and sharpening your wisdom. Every lesson, every tear, every challenge is preparing you for the mission ahead. When the time comes and you step into your purpose, you will look back and realize that everything made sense. The pain had a purpose. The waiting was necessary. And you will understand why God chose you for something greater. Now, it is time for you to reflect. Take a moment today, just 5 minutes, to think about the signs you have already seen in your life. Think about the challenges that shaped you, the moments when you felt God was guiding you, the times when you knew deep inside that you were meant for more. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. If this message resonates with you, declare it. In the comments write, "I am ready for my calling." By writing it down, you are taking the first step in aligning yourself with your purpose. You are making the conscious decision to embrace what God has placed inside you. Beyond today, make it a habit to speak to God daily about your purpose. It does not have to be a long or complicated prayer. Just an honest conversation with Him, asking for clarity, strength, and guidance. When you seek Him with sincerity, He will reveal more to you. He will guide your steps and illuminate your path. This is not just another video. This is your moment of awakening. The world needs what you have to offer. The time for hesitation is over. It is time to step boldly into your purpose. You are not ordinary. You were never meant to be. You are a chosen one, called for something far greater than you can imagine. Your life has a purpose, and your mission is unfolding at this very moment. The signs have been there all along, and now it is up to you to recognize them and step into what God has been preparing you for. The calling has already been made. Now it is your turn to respond. If this message touched your heart, do not keep it to yourself. Someone out there needs to hear this today. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need encouragement. Together, we can bring light to those who are searching, and we can remind them that they too have been chosen.